nice Jewish boy. Questions? Early birds.
How many authentic versions of the LXX in Greek do you suppose exist?
Good question. Many. Scores. I won't say hundreds, but scores.
I'm surprised. I think most of us would assume one or two.
Correct. But even the King James has many versions today. The new King James, the new unadulterated King James, the new, un-Anglo-Saxon King James. Daniel, talk to me.
I guess we're all waiting. Since we don't know for sure, we're all one thing. We're waiting, Maranatha, till Mashiach returns and straightens out the whole mess.
And by the way, you want another anti-missionary trick is the Brit Hadashah was written in Greco, therefore it cannot be the word of Yahweh. Time out, Mr. Anti-Missionary. Daniel was written in Chaldean. Do we throw that?
Right.
This is a whole system of unjust weights and measures. It's unjust by Torah definition. They're not playing fair. So let's throw out Daniel because it was written in Chaldean. Torah.
Well, I keep coming back to Jeremiah 31:33.
Okay.
Where the word says that the new covenant will be written in our hearts to the house of Israel and the house of Judah. And it is the Ruach HaKodesh who's writing it in our hearts. And so it's the Ruach HaKodesh that interprets the scripture to us, is it not?
Sure is.
And so,
Yes,
Sure is.
that's right.
And the writers of the Brit Hadashah had more of it than we have, and they wrote the Brit Hadashah.
right. And
Absolutely.
So he's our teacher, and he's who Yeshua left and sent back to us. So
Correct.
I'm uplifted by that word.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's right. That's exactly right. We have a more sure word of testimony. I told Bergson in Knoxville, I said, Yeshua said, my sheep hear my voice. The Ruach. Okay, so either you didn't hear his voice before and you were teaching his people, or you're not hearing his voice now and misleading his people. Either way, you couldn't be right both times. He says, well, I admit I was wrong, and I'm searching, and I'm open. I said, that's a cloak of humility. I'm not interested in your cloak of humility. If you're searching, you shouldn't be up here teaching. When your search is over, then you can teach.
Right, that's right, exactly. That's what you said, yes.
I mean, you're searching, you're a student. Don't get up and willingly mislead people and claim to be a moray when you're a Talmud. Questions? Sure?
Rabbi Moshe, well, this is, just before I went to Israel, there was this couple, husband and wife, and so they I thought they were like in agreement, no, there's no Trinity and everything, so it's been about 9 months. They knew about you, and so...
Good stuff, right? Only good stuff.
So watch this, they wait until I say I'm going to Israel, Shavuot, trying to start a congregation, and so, it's just brand new, so then this is what they did. Just before I leave for Israel, they sent me on the web 34 to 38 pages in response to your paper, Greater and Lesser Yahweh. And what they did was...
Were these Messianic Jews or anti-missionaries? Were they anti-missionary?
Well, now I know they're anti-missionaries.
What was the name of the group?
No, it's a couple, a husband and wife. It's just a
I'm
husband.
afraid to ask you the name. Go
No,
ahead.
you don't know them. They're just two people that I know. So what I'm saying is I was like, oh my gosh, what they did was say, they began with, if Yahweh is a spirit, you cannot see the spirit and live. Therefore trying to say that Yeshua is not the Messiah. He's just a man.
That's anti-missionary.
That's what I'm saying to you. Now they're exposing, right. So now what?
Remember first Yochanan? Every spirit does not confess that Yeshua, the Mashiach, has come in the flesh, is not of Yahweh. How can we tell? Very simple. Don't stutter. Don't swallow. Don't pass go. Is Yeshua Yahweh manifest fully? Manifest, start running. There's nothing to think about. Okay? He's a Messiah, he's a good man, he's a kind of nice guy, he's kind of, he's a good teacher. No. Is he Yahweh manifest in the If they start stuttering, start heading for the exit.
Well, this is what I did. I responded, there was 38 pages. So I thought, listen to you. So I thought, don't be a baby, just, so I responded with, I think it's 1 John, whoever, I'm sorry if I said it's wrong. Whoever claims to have a father and doesn't confess the son doesn't have a father.
Thank you.
So watch what I did. I sent that back right away. So then they called me up, and I realized, okay, this is an attack. They're trying to get me before I go to Israel. And I mean, they wanted me to accept the fact that Yeshua is not the Messiah. And I
Why are you targeted? Because of your situation, your whole family situation. Okay, it's all part of the package. You see how Satan picks his targets.
That's right. So this is the thing. I was going to call you, but I got on my face to Yahweh and I prayed. What am I supposed to do? Remember, I responded. Okay. Now, should I now? This is what I didn't read the 38 pages. What am I supposed to do? And my question is, so this is what. When do we respond? When don't we? And this is the bottom line.
Okay.
I prayed.
Let me answer your question. I get your. Go to 30 Yochanan.
Okay.
I get your question. Go to 30 Yochanan. Very simple. It seems like we don't have a problem when the Mormons come to the door, but when the anti-mission, they're so nice and they're so righteous. How could a Torah keeper be all bad? And that's the way the enemy works in our head. Yochanan 3 and verse 10. If I come. I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm sorry. 2 Yochanan verse 10. I'm sorry. 2 Yochanan verse 10. If anyone comes to you, anyone, email, internet, doesn't matter, and does not bring this teaching, do not receive him into your house or greet him. He who greets him shares in his wicked works. You see that? Now, what is Yahweh saying not to greet or share? In other words, if you say shalom, you participate in their sin. Oh, have a nice day. What? And we're so conditioned, you know. Charles Manson's at the checkout counter. Have a nice day. Well, we'll tell anybody have a nice day. You know, we're so conditioned. But look at 2 Yochanan 10. If anyone comes to you and does not bring this teaching, do not receive him or greet him. He who greets him should know what teaching. Jump back to verse 9. Everyone transgressing and not staying, circle that word, staying in the teaching of Mashiach, does not possess Elohim. The one who stays, circle that word, the one who stays in the teaching of Mashiach possesses both Father and Son.
Amen.
So the people you are not to communicate with and read their doctrinal theses and study and greet them are those who do not possess the doctrine of the Father and the Son. It's very simple.
Yes. So this is what
You are not to greet them.
This is what happened. I took the 38 pages instead of sending it to you, but I did save it in the computer. I threw it away because I had the revelation. I was back in the garden. I could eat from the tree of good and evil or not. And I decided not to eat from it. But then I was in turmoil. You know how we're always trying to save them, witness, get them back to come.
Yep.
And then Yahweh gave me this scripture as I'm going on the plain of Israel because I was devastated. You know, it says, where it says staying Messiah, Yahweh said they knew the Messiah. They knew they chose as adults. They're not kids. So that's not my responsibility.
Correct. And here's the bad news. You're going to come up against people who know Scripture a million times better than me and you.
Yeah,
And the thing is, you've got to know that you know. You cannot, you can always out-argue, you can always out-intellect somebody. It all comes down to, do you hear his voice? If you hear his voice, it's not Buddha talking to you, it's not Confucius, because you never asked them into your heart and they're dead anyway. So we've got to rely, when all is said and done, in addition to all these things, you've got to have a personal testimony.
That's right.
In addition to all the knowledge and all the head knowledge, you've got to have a personal testimony.
Amen.
That no man can take from you.
Amen. Amen.
Okay, one more and this will be the walkout. I love it. You had a chance. Brother, over here.
I haven't purchased the copy, had a chance to examine it. I don't know the exact origin, when the version was written, but is it possible you can get further agreement out of the Aleppo and Leningrad codexes.
When you say Leningrad Codex, you're a little bit beyond me here. Can you be more specific?
That's the only way I found that particular one.
Okay.
Aware of the Aleppo.
And what does that codex say, basically? What does it
Well,
say?
it's supposed to be directly from the Ben Asher. Supposedly, not
Ben?
Masoretic.
Ben Asher?
Basically, Ben Asher.
I have to do some homework on
And
that.
there's a wonderful story on you have heard Leningrad.
I've heard a little bit about it, but I have to do more homework on it. I can't comment on it. Pro or con. Just in case you thought I was omniscient. You just realized I ain't. Okay. So, thank you. Shalom, thank you for coming.